So we at the Muslim Public Affairs Council are deeply concerned with the nomination of Mike Pompeo as Secretary of State. He does indeed have this long history of cavorting with anti-Muslim bigots, homophobes, and conspiracy theorists. And his record shows that he cannot and he will not be a credible representative for our country in the international community. Pompeo's anti-Muslim views are well documented, as we heard, and it dates back to his time as a congressman from Kansas when he regularly supported and did the bidding of the Southern Poverty Law Center Identified Hate Group Act for America, which we just heard. Policy-wise, Pompeo has voiced support for one of Act for America's top priorities, and that is the designation by the State Department of the Muslim Brotherhood as a terrorist organization. As Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson repeatedly pushed back against this proposal and was joined by a majority of policymakers and the very same intelligence agency that Pompeo himself was appointed to lead. But mere facts have not stopped the Islamophobia industry from attempting to link every American Muslim institution and leader in a vast web of imagined conspiracy. Their end goal is clear, and it's straightforward. Nudge Pompeo as the new Secretary of State to follow through on his own desire to enact the terrorist designation, and then launch a broadside attack on American Muslim civil society as a whole. Now, let me be clear. Such an outcome would be absolutely disastrous and would rival McCarthy-era tactics of the wholesale state-sponsored witch hunt of American Muslims, of an entire population here in America. So how will Pompeo work with and interact with ambassadors of other nations, including the approximately 50 Muslim-majority countries, if his prejudice and his bigotry supersedes his policies here at home? As the top diplomat, he will have to engage diplomats from countries really other than Norway. I mean, we're dealing with the entire international community here. Overall, there are serious consequences to placing an individual with known anti-Muslim animus and ties in a space where interfaith and intercultural awareness and diplomacy and diplomatic relationships are meant to thrive. Leading the State Department and our Civil and Foreign Service Corps is becoming increasingly important as global threats arise. Mike Pompeo is reckless, he's reactionary, and he's prone to ignoring facts. His personal bias will undermine our diplomatic integrity, and when the Foreign Relations Committee takes up his confirmation this week, we hope that they firmly reject the further devolution of our nation's global standing by opposing his nomination.